All right, happy Wednesday to you. I'm Fox 26 meteorologist Ramisha Shade. It's that time of the afternoon, at least for a few more weeks, where you get an update on what's happening in the tropics. And there's more good news. Things are quiet out there across the Atlantic Basin, Atlantic Ocean, Caribbean Sea, Gulf of Mexico. No tropical activity at this point, but we do have a few more weeks to monitor things because there's still a small chance something could pop up on us, and we want you to be prepared just in case that happens. But right now, for the Gulf of Mexico, we're quiet. We got a few little areas of showers and storms in the north central Caribbean, but not expecting it to turn into anything that would be of concern as far as a tropical cyclone. So good news there. Also in the Atlantic, we've got a few little areas of rain and storms, but overall, the National Hurricane Center not anticipating any of this activity to develop into anything tropical, such as a tropical depression, tropical storm, or hurricane. So this is about as quiet as it's been for almost the entire season. It's been a fairly busy, fairly active season, but it's nice to finally get a break in the last couple of weeks from these systems forming. So no tropical waves out there, no depressions, no storms, and no hurricanes. One of the reasons we're finally starting to see some of this activity die down is the fact that the water temperatures, after all of these months, are starting to get a little bit cooler. We've had these sea surface temperature readings close to 90 degrees for a big chunk of the hurricane season, but now water temp down to 74 for parts of the northern Gulf, 80 degrees for the eastern and western Gulf of Mexico, still warm in the Caribbean, low 80s for the northwestern Caribbean and middle 80s off towards the eastern Caribbean. So there's still water warm enough to support some tropical activity, but overall the chances are starting to get lower and lower, of course, as we get those stronger fronts coming in from the north, bringing in that cooler air and a change to the weather pattern. Our chances for tropical activity will be going down. So, of course, we did have the peak of hurricane season a few months ago, back around September. Of course, September 10th was the absolute peak. That's when we expect usually historically the most action, most activity out there. We did have quite a few systems, but fortunately none of them came our way, and we've been spared any hits from tropical cyclones this entire season. So we've just got to get through the end of November before we can say all clear for the 2023 hurricane season. So hopefully we'll be able to say that. It's already been pretty busy, even though we were not hit by any of these systems. In Southeast Texas, we did have quite a few named storms. We've gone all the way from that first name, the A name, Arlene, all the way down to Tammy, with just a few names on the list to go, Vince and Whitney, but it's looking like the chances are becoming lower and lower that we will have a Vince or Whitney form out there in the Atlantic Basin. So hopefully we won't. We've already had 20 named storms, 7 hurricanes, and 3 major hurricanes for this season. So that is what I would call a fairly busy season. Definitely above average for our named storms and right around average for our hurricanes, including the 3 major hurricanes that we had as well. So it has been a pretty busy season. Things are starting to wind down. That is the good news. But until we get to the end of November, we've still got to watch it. What's the saying? It's not over until it's over. So we will be tracking things closely and monitoring to see if we could potentially get a tropical disturbance to pop up on us. But for now, things are looking very quiet out there, and we are hoping that they remain that way. Of course, make sure to grab our Fox 26 weather app if you haven't already. Head to the App Store, search for Fox 26. If we did have any tropical action pop up on us, of course, you can find out anything you need to know dealing with the tropics there. Of course, you can get your local weather as well. We've got quite a few changes heading to Houston and Southeast Texas over the next few days, so make sure to check that out as well. Well, that will do it for your tropical update. It is quiet out there, just the way we like to see it. But remember, stay alert. We've got to keep watching it through the end of this month, through the end of hurricane season. I'm Fox 26 meteorologist Ramisha Shade. Enjoy the rest of your day.